Okay.
Finally.
Yeah, God, that was too bad. Oh well, we tried.
Yeah, we tried.
So how you been?
Been good. I'm obviously looking like a mess. I'm tired. I've been
Are
really
you?
busy.
Did you work?
Yeah, a lot of work and all kinds of
Did
shit.
you work out today?
No, I had a stomach ache and I didn't work out, but tomorrow is back to the gym.
Oh, okay.
How about you? How was your birthday?
Um, I think I might probably have to talk to you about that on a
Private
private
level?
note. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I just wanted to get on here and talk about, you know, I remember feeling like, I had to be in an alignment
Yeah.
with my twin flame. It was like a fear that I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
A fear of not being in alignment and not being able to come into union
Yeah.
with my twin flame. Do you remember
Yeah.
being in fear like that? You were just so afraid of fucking up.
Yeah.
And you like
Well,
tried so hard to just get there, get to that point.
well, it wasn't just that. It was like overall, I was always scared to like be in a bad vibration. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I'm negative today. Like, oh my God, I'm bad vibes today. Oh my God, I have bad thoughts today. Like, I
Yeah.
was like constantly afraid of just being, like whatever was happening.
Yeah.
Like, always trying to get out of it, Okay, my hair is like a mess.
Just like how, it's because of the fucking story.
Yeah.
It's because of that whole fantasy of, coming into union, being one soul with that person. And you have to come into an alignment with them in order to. But if you're already sharing a soul with them,
Why would
then aren't you already in alignment,
yeah,
right? It's a
yeah.
lot of contradiction there. A lot of contradiction if you think about it. They're teaching you to come into alignment and they're saying that you're the same soul. But yeah, if you're the same soul, then aren't you already in alignment? You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
story is just so contradicting. You
Well,
get what
they
I'm
they look
saying?
they talk about like the higher self and the lower self, right? Like your higher self is them and you're in alignment with that. And then what you're trying to do is get this lower self or whatever to align with the higher self, and it just feels impossible, right?
Yeah.
You're constantly like chasing, constantly trying, constantly trying to be somewhere, like a vibe, a consciousness that is it's like impossible. It's like you're like this rat
A
chasing,
carrot, a
yeah,
dangling carrot.
all day, like I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult, and it's just it's never ending,
Yeah.
and it's just it's never ending.
I finally had gotten to a place where I was like, God, this cannot be it. It's like we're putting in this work.
Yeah,
We're putting in this work to keep this person
yeah,
around. And the whole time, this person's probably not even wanting to be with us in the
yeah, yeah,
first place. And we're
yeah.
doing all this work to keep them around. And it's like, why do we got to do all of it? Like,
Oh,
why are
because
we?
they don't know. There's a story for that. Oh, we have to do the work for them. They just don't know how to. They're unconscious. We're the conscious ones. It's like shut the fuck up. They know what they're doing. They don't like you.
Right?
They know exactly what they're doing. They don't want to be with you.
I had finally gotten to a place, girl, where I was like, man, there's something about this isn't right. Like something just isn't right. Like, why am I fighting to keep this person
Yeah.
around? And like,
Yeah.
look, everybody goes through breakups in different ways.
Mhm.
It just so happens with this one particular breakup, there was this intense energy and there was this obsessive thinking that we had, which was
Mhm.
really fucked up, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
But at the same time, you got the whole story of twin flames hanging around talking about you share the same soul. They're your divine partner. You're destined to be with this person.
You have
Because,
you have like a journey together to heal the world.
yes.
It's so much, it puts so much pressure on you
Mm-hmm.
to try to reach this consciousness so you can be with them.
Exactly. And that's why, you know what? That's when it becomes so sticky because, and this is why I feel like everyone hangs on like they do, is because of that story.
Yeah.
That we share the same soul and that we have to come into union on top of having the obsessive thinking and the intense energy.
Yeah. Like
So,
if that narrative wasn't there, if that storyline, that fantasy wasn't there, would you do all the things that you do to be with them?
exactly.
Like, would you really do it if you didn't? If the storyline changed and that was a narcissist, you wouldn't do anything. You'd run the other direction, wouldn't you? You would be like, no, I don't want to be with them. So it's that.
Okay, so what? Yeah, all right. They're a narcissist, and we have this intense energy going on with them, and we're obsessively thinking about them. Look, it may take longer for us to shake that person,
Yeah.
but eventually people do move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that story, that
Keeps you
whole
longer.
fucking story of they're your twin flame, you share the same soul. He's the runner, you're the chaser. He's the divine masculine, you're the divine feminine. That whole story is what keeps them in that loop, that stuck energy.
Yeah.
But you, like you said, you take that whole story out and you got nothing.
Yeah.
But someone that's actually just not there and doesn't want to be with you.
Okay, but you know what? Like when I was on the journey, I would have died to think that way.
Right?
Like thinking that way was like, like how dare, like I was gonna die. I literally felt like I lost all hope in life.
Yes.
Like you were gonna kill me. My soul was gonna just, like it was like my missing piece out there, you know?
Right?
But yeah, it's just a storyline. It's just a storyline, and I just think people will come to it when they're tired. You get tired,
Well,
you know?
you remember, Yasmin, like when we were going through that obsessive thinking, right? And there was that intenseness that we were feeling that we just couldn't shake of that person. Do you remember once you found out about twin flames and you started to like look it up or whatever it is that you did? It's like it became more obsessive
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
you
It
had
just
that
got
story.
worse. Yeah, it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yes.
And it was like right here, you know? It was just like this thing that was just like, like
Yeah.
it was like, ah, like get away from me, you know? And it just won't go away. And it just gets worse and deeper, and you start seeing numbers and all this shit, and but what a waste of time, you know? What a waste. Like now when I look at it, like, what the hell was I doing? You know, what was I was believing in some sort of fantasy,
Yes.
you know? But I didn't feel that way. I felt it was really real at the time. At the time,
Yeah.
I felt like I knew it was real, and I wanted to tell people what I found. I was the chosen one, you know?
Yes. Same here.
And it was like, oh my God, like you guys got to realize what I have, like and it's like now it's like, oh my God, why did I even say any of that shit?
And you numbers and the name.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
seeing the name, his name constantly come up. His name, I was seeing like it on billboards,
Yeah,
license plates. You fucking name it.
yeah,
I'm not denying the fact that none of that shit didn't happen,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's the whole story that was added on top of that made that stickiness happen, because
yeah,
you're having all this stuff happen to you, and then you're reading upon twin flames, or you're looking it up on YouTube, or talking about it with other people. That right there is what makes it so like more obsessive.
yeah. And then you're like get into spirituality, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting enlightened, I'm having an awakening, and it's just like this
This illusion, huge
yeah,
illusion.
huge illusion, and it just gets bigger and bigger until you're just so lost in it. It is